see. Just hold on, eh? Just a moment, yeah. Let me find where's the test paper. I got a test paper already. Okay. That, okay. Can see this paper, right? Yeah, okay, eh? Oh, you cannot see, cannot see. Sorry, you cannot see.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now can see, eh? Okay, so we'll go through the first 3 chapters lah. Okay, this is essay 1 paper, but we go through first 2 chapters. So you try now A and B. Again, yeah, I think you're allowed to use your calculator. Did your teacher say you're allowed to use calculator? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but some of them you may need to show working lah. So you try this one. Yeah. The first one, you tell me you can do mentally, alhamdulillah. Okay, you send there. Can anak?
The answer for A -2 and the answer for B 9.
Okay, A, how you get -2?
3 minus 4.
Cannot, must do the time first, remember?
Oh yeah. So 8 times 8, 4 times 2 equals 8. Then 3 minus 8 equals to -5.
Okay, -5 correct. B is correct also. +9, eh? So now just take note, if let's say they give you something like this, let's say this is not the same. This is not the same as this. Let's say put the minus outside, put the 3 inside. This one, the answer will still be -9. It will be -9. 3 times 3 down here is positive inside. Then you get +9, then times negative. This one will be -9. But this one is +9 because this is negative times negative. You are clear on that, right? Clear? Are you okay, Ilhan? Clear? Okay, good. Okay, this one now. They say this is significant figures. You are clear on significant figures? They want to know what's a small. Clear now? Oh, let me test you on significant
Not
figures.
really.
Not really. Okay, now you round off to. Sorry. Round off to 2 significant figures. This one, 23,456. What's your answer? What's your steps? Or you just tell me the answer now. Round off to 2 significant figures.
23.
23. Now remember, rounding off down here means agak-agak. You cannot just say 23. It's 23,000. Like someone is asking you, hey, how much money you got in bank? Actually, you got 23,456. But when you do 2 significant figures, you say, I only got $23. Cannot say you only got $23. You got $23,000. You get it? Okay, this is one thing. We'll try again. We try again. Okay, two significant figures. Yes.
14,000.
Okay.
1,000.
One
1,000,000
million.
and 400,000.
Okay, so now we say 1, 2. Look at the digit next to it. Do you plus 1 to the 4? No? Do plus 1 on the 4? You look at this one. Yes, you must plus 1. So 1,500,000. How? Okay, now we have to test you until you get it correct. Lah. Okay, now we do very simple one now. Okay. Two significant figures, please.
7,100. 7,200.
Good. Okay, now down here, careful, careful. This one not decimal. Just be very careful. Two significant figures for decimal down here. 0.0001,345. Two significant figures.
0.13.
Okay, but there's 0 here. What? So yes, you count 1, 2. This 0 you don't count yet, but 1, 2. Look at this. Yeah, so your 1, 3 is correct, but you must leave the 0 in. So for decimal, you don't start counting until after the 0. Let us see whether you can get this right. Okay, two significant figures.
1.003.
Okay, now you start counting when it's not 0. You must start counting here. 1, 2. Already 2 down here. So do you plus 1? No, 1.0. Notice the difference. This one is 0, so we don't count. Down here you count already, you must count this one already. Because the first one is 1. Are we okay? But again, I need to test you again. Because sometimes we... Two significant figures, please.
7.0.
Okay, 7, 1, 2 significant figures. Look at the next one. Do you plus 1?
Yeah. So
Okay, 7.1. Okay, I think more or less you got it. Now this one is slightly different. They say after they round off to two significant figures, the answer is 150,000. So they're asking you now, what is the smallest possible number when you round off to two significant figures? What is it? And what is the largest possible number? So now if you say I'm confused, I don't know what they are saying. Okay, now I'm going to give you now another example. Let's say now they say round off to the nearest one decimal place, let's say. So 1.5 is the answer. So if I put 1.49, this is a possibility because one decimal place is here. I look from here. Oh yeah, I plus 1. But it can also be 1.48 also. Correct? Because I look at next one, I plus 1. It also can be 1.47 also. Then I just let me make this sticker. It can be also 1.47 also. Because this one decimal place, look at the next one, plus 1 also. It can also be 1.46 also. Can you see now? The number is getting smaller now. You plus 1. It can also be 1.45 also. Because one decimal place, look at the new one beside, you plus 1. But it cannot be 1.44. You don't plus 1. So the smallest possible number is 1.45. For it to be 1.5. So what is the smallest possible number to get 150,000 for two significant figures? Smallest, huh?
145,000.
Okay, well done. Well done. Correct.
100.
Correct. Okay. Because if you go down one lower, you become 144. 144, you cannot. Now, what is the biggest number?
99.
15.
154.
154. Down here.
Uh,
Three numbers.
444.
444. Say. Die. Okay. Can I ask you 555? Can also, 666 also possible. 777 also possible. 888 also possible. 999 is the biggest. You add one more to this, become 155. Cannot already. This one, why? Two second figures become 160. You plus one. So the small or the biggest number is this. Two second figures, look down here, you don't plus one. So it's 150,000 still. So this is the biggest number. This is the smallest number. Notice there's a range, 145,000 to 154,999. That's the range that will give you 150,000. Are we okay? Yeah. Question. You be tested, right? This one, yeah? Okay, you try. You try question, yeah, 3A3B. Let me get something, hold on.
And the answer for it is 9x plus 4y over 6, right?
You well done. What about B?
Still doing.
Okay.
The answer for B is 5z plus 5z minus 24.
Okay, can I see your working? You just put up like that. Let me just check. Okay. Don't move. Closer a little bit, okay, stop. Done. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, let us see. So this one now, okay. Okay, we have a look at your this is the one. Done. This one, right? Now, first step is correct. Then you got rid of the.
Oh, I think I know my mistake.
Okay, what's your mistake?
I did cross.
Okay, actually, if there is an equal here, I think your method is okay. But there's, oh, you cross multiply.
Yeah,
You
cross
cannot,
multiply.
it must be an equal here, then okay. But for down here, you can you combine them under one. So it
Uh,
becomes, you know what to do?
minus 4 over 5.
Okay, so Z minus 4 over 5, yes, well done. So it's okay. So I want you to remember that if you have the word simplify, let us look at the question again. Down here, they will only tell you simplify. Simplify means you're not solving, you're not finding X or Y or whatever. So when you do the crisscross, you normally have an equal sign. You can find what's the value. So this one you cannot. You only share the same denominator. Okay, we move on to the next one, which I think is something that this is coming out also, right? Inequality. So my negative 3, x is greater than negative 3, but smaller than or equal to 2. Write all the possible values of x. If you feel confused, draw a number line.
Is answer negative 1?
There are many answers. So let us draw. We draw this, okay? You see now. So I draw our label. Okay, there's a few numbers, right? They give us. So we just need to label the range only now. Okay, so I put down here is 0, let's say 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Down here, you read, what does it say? X
X is
greater than negative 3.
greater than negative 3.
So you write the circle like that above negative 3. So is the arrow going this way or going to the left or going to the right?
Going to the right.
Right now, because you see the number 1, 2, 3 become bigger and bigger. So that means x we know can be negative 2, can be negative 1, can be 0, can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, can be 4, can be millions. But now we got to look at the other side. What other side? There's also down here now. X is smaller than or equal to 2. So I draw a circle here. Equal, I shade. Smaller than, I go to the right or go to the left.
Left.
So that means the right is gone. So that means you join to down here. Now you know what are the possible answers. You tell me what are the possible answers for x.
1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. Oh, so we are supposed to write all of it.
But hold on. Negative 2, you're correct. Negative 1, you're correct. 0, not correct. Why? Because they tell you x is not equal to 0. You must cross it out. Because they give you the condition here. X not equal to 0. It can be 1. It can also be 2. Because, we shaded this. So you must write 4 answers. Negative 2, negative 1, 1, and 2. How? Are we okay? So this number line will help you to see what are points. If let's say you're still a little bit blur, you use the number line. Can? Okay, I'll move on now. If I'm going too fast, you tell me, no. You look at this. This one, they say solve. That means you must find the value of the unknown, which is A and B. Can you try?
Is the answer negative 15
Negative 15. Well
for
done.
A?
Well done.
Is the answer 7 for B?
Well done. Well done again. Not bad. And now this one. You understand the question first.
Yeah.
Okay. They want you, your final answer must be like that. Just in case. You must find what C over D. You don't need to find out what's the value of C. You don't need to find the value of D. C over D. So you try. You must use this equation.
My
You got it?
answer is 3D equals to negative 26C.
Okay, hold on. You got 3D. I just write down. 3D equals to 20.
Negative 26C.
Okay. Okay. Can I see your working? You show me your working. Okay. Back say. Okay. Stop. Back. Stop. No. Stop. Don't move. Thank you. Okay. So okay. First of all, we got to see. Okay. Never mind. We check this one first. I check this one first. You can see your working, right? You can see your working. Can. 5 times 7, 35C. 5 times 3, 15D. 3 times 3, 9C. 3 times 4, 12D. Correct. So you bring 35C over, you get negative 26C. Correct. You bring 12 over, this part not correct. You owe $15 to your mother. You owe $12 to your father. Now suddenly you say you got $3. Unfair, you unfair.
Equals to 27.
27, negative 27.
Negative 70.
Okay, negative, hold on. Let me just check. 9 plus. Wait, is there something? Hold on. Your D, okay. Okay, and then how? What's your answer? Yeah, correct. So negative 20. Oh. So now you got one more step lah. You already say that this is negative 27D is equals to negative 26C. So you want it to be C over D, equals to something. So I'm going to change the position now. I'm going to put negative 26C is equals to, can I just times by negative 1 times by negative 1 also? So the minus sign disappears. Can?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it becomes 26C is equals to 27D. So far, okay, na? Can see, na?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how do I get the D? You know the seesaw method?
Is
I
it
can.
the 27
I bring the D over here. I bring the 26. Oh, okay. I show you slow. I want to divide by D down here. You see, just now I can times. Now I can divide. Then I must also divide by D down here. So I cancel a D. If I divide by one side, I must also divide by the other side. Now I want to divide by 26 here. So I cancel 26. I must also cancel divide by 26 here. Final answer, C over D equals to 27 over 26. Are you okay or blur? Honest.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I give you a question now. The only way is to check lah. Okay, hold on. This one now is previous student. Okay, we try now. 3A equals to 4B. I want B over A. What is it equal to? What's your answer? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
1 whole and 1 over 3.
Well done. Okay. The other way also, if you want to know the seesaw method, you can push anything down. Let's say now I'm going to push this A down here. Then this means A times the 1. So now it becomes like that, you know. Example, I just show you slow motion. Now it becomes like that. I push it down here. A times 1 is A. And then this 4, I can also push down here. So you get 3 over 4. 3 over 4, 4 over, no. B over A, right?
Yeah. So 4 over 3.
You got 4 over 3 here. Just now, what was the question? 3A equals to 4B, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So 4B equals to, okay. Yeah, it's either 3 over 4 or 4 over 3. Yeah, hold on. 4B equals to 3A. This is correct still? Correct.
So you have to shift the
Yes,
letter.
so I need to divide by 4 here. And then I divide by 4 here. Then I divide by A here. Yeah, I put a divide by A. I have an A here. So B over A is 3 over 4. Are we okay?
Yeah.
But seesaw method, you can also see, right? Seesaw method.
Yeah.
If you don't understand seesaw method, don't use first. If you understand, then you can use lah. Okay, we go back to this. No, this one we do too long lah question. Too long question. Scale you're not doing because this is an SA1 paper. Angles you have not started yet. Diagonals you're not going to do yet. This one. You're going to be tested simultaneous question, right? Coming out, right? Simultaneous question.
Should be.
Sorry?
Should be.
Should be. Okay. You try.
Wait, yeah, we're not learning this yet because we stop at graph, right?
At what?
Graph. We stop at graph.
Graph. Okay. So graph, you have simultaneous equation?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Let me see. Good thing. because this one is this one. This one surely got lah. Right? Prime numbers and all. This is considered Sec 1 work, but they may test you.
Mr. Shah, I forget how to do.
Okay, no problem. So now I give you another example so that you can do this. Start, huh? So you draw a line. Let's see. I want to find what is 80. Prime factorization. So you start with dividing by 2 first. Divide by 2, you get 40. Divide by 2, you get 20. Divide by 2, you get 10. Divide by 2, you get 5. Divide by 5, you get 1. Then, so 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the power of 4 times 5. That is your prime factorization. Also known as index notation. But these numbers must all be prime numbers. Start with 2, then go to 3, then go to 5, then 7, 11. You know prime numbers, right? Prime numbers, you know? Okay, is 6 a prime number? 6?
Yeah.
No, 6 can divide by 1, 6 can divide by 2, 6 can divide by 3, 6 can divide by 6. Prime numbers can only divide by 2 numbers. 13 is 13 a prime number?
Yeah.
1 and 13 only. Yes, only these 2 numbers. So you have other numbers also. So you can only use prime numbers down here. Okay, so now you try.
The answer is the answer 2 to the power of 4 times 3 times 5.
Well done. Okay, now you try find the HCF, highest common factor. Do you remember how to do?
I'll try remember. Yeah.
Okay, you try.
The highest common factor 15.
15. Congratulations. How do you get that? You guess or what?
No. So I compare the 240 and the 75. Then I pick the smallest number.
Okay, you
Yeah.
mean the prime factorization,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. If let's say they ask you to find LCM, you know what to do?
Pick the highest number, the
Highest
biggest.
number and times each other. Well done, well done. Okay, now you try C then. C.
I don't know whether it's right or not,
Okay,
but I
what's
got 480.
480? Okay, what is okay? 480? No, 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 no. Okay, so now down here, each box contains 240 lollipops. Each packet of cookies has 75 pieces. They want the same number of lollipops and cookies. So what must you find? You must find the lowest common multiple, which is what? Which is LCM. You know LCM, right?
The answer 160.
No, okay. You tell me what's the LCM now of the thing. What's the LCM? The biggest number.
2 to the power of 4 and oh wait,
Even different also you must times.
is the answer 400?
No, no, no. Answer not that. You give me the LCM first. Give me the LCM first. 2 to the power of 4 some more
And
times
times 5 to the power of 2.
5 to the power of 2. And then what about 3?
Oh yeah, sure. So
Okay, so this is the LCM. That means if you times this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. It's already how many? 16, right? 16
yeah,
times 3 times 25 is a very big number. You don't
12,000.
1,000, right? Then that's the total number of lollipops. You must divide by one box of lollipop 240. You must divide by 240. Then you can get the number of boxes. Right? You get it? This is now loose lollipops.
12,000 divided by 240 equals
240. 5. Your answer is 5 boxes. So if I ask you now, how many packets of cookies will there be? You take
5.
12,000 by
5.
75.
0.0.
No, no, not divide by 5. Divide by 75. 12,000, because there's also 12,000 cookies. You must understand the question. They want same number of lollipops, same number of cookies. So when we find the LCM, the smallest possible number is 12,000 lollipops and 12,000 cookies. You get it now? So this
Yeah.
one you divide by 75. This one you divide by 240 lah. So this one you got 5 boxes. But for cookies, how many you get?
16.
16. How you get it? You understand?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you find the LCM and
Then you
then
divide
you divide by
the
the
number
number
of in the packet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just hold on. Don't worry, you are getting tired already. Inshallah, 20 minutes more, 20 minutes more. End of paper 1. Now we go to paper 2. Okay, this one, I think this one, okay, we try number 2 lah. We try number 2. Simplify the expression. I don't know the answer. So,
For A is the answer 4x 4xy.
not for XY. Notice
Oh.
there's X and X, X
Oh,
times X is what?
x times x is x.
X square. Okay, we
Oh
take
yeah.
2 times 2, 4. X times X, X square. And then there's a Y like that. You must write it like that.
Oh,
Okay,
alright.
okay, I'm gonna wait, before we go there, we'll test you on this one.
Alright.
Otherwise, no. Are you sleepy? Tired already?
Yeah, but I'll try stay awake.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's the answer for this one?
Uh,
Take number times number times number.
Is the answer 3x square y, wait,
Number
3
times number first. Number times number.
square y times 4 y2. So, uh, 4 times 3, 12
Okay, 12, correct.
x
X what?
2y2.
X2,
So,
Y2. Like that.
so 12, yeah, that's how
But, okay, so now Y2 is already here, you know. You times Y1. So it must be Y3.
y3, alright.
Huh? Okay, we try one more time. Huh? Okay, this one is a little bit tougher lah. I mean, I don't know whether your teacher will give you this sort of question. Okay, what's your answer?
Is the answer 12x y4? Y
Okay, how you get 12x? Is 2 times 3. What do you get?
6.
6. So look at x times x squared. Is that x squared? X is x1. So it's
Oh,
x1.
I thought that's a times.
Oh, then, oh no. Sorry, this is.
No, my bad.
So what's the thing?
So it will be 2x y2 times 3x 2y2 6 times x 6x square.
6x squared.
Oh wait, y4. The answer 6x square and
Y4.
y to the power of 5.
Why power 4 is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but then why you forget the x to power 1 on here? X2, 1 and 2 makes 3.
Oh, I can't forget that. Yes.
We try one more time. We try. You have to
One
try
more.
until you are yeah. Okay, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll get it.
Until we get it, so that you feel confident. Even you go to sleep, so you know that you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
The answer 20x 4 y square.
Well done. Well done.
Finally.
Finally. Okay. Now I'm going to give you one more trick. Okay, we go now reverse. Reverse now. If you get confused, you try to put it as a fraction. Then maybe you can see it clearly.
Oh, divide. Alright. So 20 divided by 5 equals to 4. X x divided by 3x divided by 1 3. Equals to not sure whether mine is right, but I got
Okay.
4x
4
cube on
cube
y.
y. Okay. So now we write it like that. 20 So x, just for explanation, I just write the x like that. Okay, this doesn't mean secret love or whatever lah, but I mean just like that. I put it so that you can see clearly. You see, x cubed is x times x times x, correct? So now I cancel the y, cancel y, no more y. I cancel 1x, I cancel 1x, left with 2x only. 20 divided by 5, you get 4. So 4x squared. How are we okay? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, actually you later on you'll be learning this. You'll be learning what? You can minus. You say divide, you can minus us. But never mind, you follow this method better lah. If you're confused, you just write down x, then you try to cancel, you see what's the answer. The answer you get 4x
4x squared.
squared. How?
Right.
Last one. Okay, last one. Have you seen the show Drunken Monkey?
No.
Jackie Chan's movie.
No.
Never. Sorry. Okay.
Is the answer 5x squared y? Oh, your method.
Yeah, sorry. 5x squared, correct. On top. Below is y squared.
Y squared, yeah.
Because y didn't cancel anything. Okay, well done. I think you got it really. Well done. We move back to this one. Okay, now you try. Which one will we do? You try B.
Yeah.
Yeah, not B.
Is the answer 7x?
7 over?
Yeah, 7x over 10.
Well done. Okay, you move on. You try the next number 3, please.
Is the answer 7 for B? X equals to 7.
X equals 7. Well done. X equals 7. Okay. The next one. For A, right? 3A, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the answer 3? So
No.
X equals
Okay,
B.
let's see, yeah. Let's try. So we can try it out. Okay, so now we put 3 here. 3 minus 3 equals to
3 minus 3 equals to 0.
0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Then you are left with 2 equals to 1, which is not true. So your answer is not correct. Can I just have a look at your working? Or you want to try again?
Anything, yeah, I can.
You have to make the fraction same.
Yeah,
Or
2
you
over.
bring this over also can. You can bring this over also. Up to you.
Alright. The answer is not 3, right? X
No,
equals.
not 3.
Alright.
Because then I tried it out, it doesn't work.
I still can't getting 3.
Okay, can I have a look at your working?
It's very messy.
No problem.
It's wrong.
Okay. Okay. Move to the center. Okay, stop. Okay, thank you. The reason I go through your working easier, then you can find out where you make a mistake. If I show you, you may not get the mistake. Okay, this is the one, right? So you go and cross multiply. You cannot cross multiply. You cross multiply. Okay, when can you cross multiply? You can cross multiply down here, where there is equal sign, this one times here, this one times here.
All right.
This one now what must you do? You must do like that. You must, so remember cross multiply must have equal sign again, cross. This one now you make it denominator, first now denominator of 1, right? So you make it denominator of 2. That's one way lah. You can combine them, denominator times 2 times 2. So you get x minus 3 plus 4 over 2 is equals to 1. Then you can cross multiply here. 2 times 1, 2. X minus 3 plus 4 is plus 1 balance. X plus 1 balance. Are you confused? 2 times 1 is 2, cross multiply lah. X minus 3 plus 4. 4 minus 3 is 1, x plus 1. X plus 1 equals to 2. X equals to 2 minus 1 equals to 1.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, that is method number 1. The other method, I just show you another possible method. You bring the +2 over this side. Become -2, right? -2 + 1 equals to -1. So what are you left with? You're left with x minus 3 over 2.
Oh, I
Equals,
know. I see my mistake
okay.
because I forget to make the 2 equals to 4 over 2, and
Okay.
the 1 equals to 2 over 2.
Okay. Okay. So you try now, see now. See.
My answer for x is -1 over 5.
Okay, just hold on. Hold on. -1 over 5.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's not true lah. I think you made a mistake. Okay, you tell me what's your next step down here. You cross multiply, right?
Yeah.
What's your expanded equals to what? What's on the left side? What's on the right side? 9x, correct?
Yeah.
Minus or plus after that?
I minus
1, is it?
3.
3. Okay, then down here,
4x
plus 2
plus 4
plus 4. Okay. Now you bring the -3 over, become +3, becomes 7. Correct.
Oh, I see now because when I shift I didn't put +3.
Okay. Then you get 5x equals to 7.
Negative 1.
-1? How you get negative
No,
1?
no.
5x equals to 7. X equals to 7 over 5 lah. Is it okay? Equals to 1, 2, 5, or you can just leave it at 7 over 5. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You want to stop here or continue?
Continue because I scared for tomorrow.
Okay, wow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, now we try. This start. They might give you questions like this. You see now, this one is inequality plus algebra. Algebra is inequality. Inequality in a problem sum form. Can you try? You know what's integer, right?
Yeah.
Whole number. Okay.
Yeah, whole number.
Okay, so you try to form what really want you to. Okay, let's read. The height and length of the sides of isosceles triangle. Okay, we assume therefore these two are the same.
I'm not sure if I have learned this.
This one is actually application of inequality. So your knowledge of triangles you already know at primary school. That means let's say now these two are the same. Yeah, 5x plus 5, 5x plus 5, same. So now they say the perimeter is not. Can you form equation first? You form an equation of the perimeter first, and you can put equal or whatever lah. whatever sign with 1, 1, 2. But then you form the equation, simplify it, you tell me what you get. Are you confused?
Yeah.
Okay, now, if I tell you the perimeter is 1, 1, 2, you take this plus this equals 1, 1, 2, correct? Because perimeter is outside. So you do that lah. But instead of putting equal, you must put less than or equal to 1, 1, 2, because they say it's not more than 1, 1, 2. So you take this plus this plus this, you add together, you simplify. Do you get this answer here? If you get this answer, you already proven. Can or not? You are supposed to add these 3, yeah, because this is perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. You get 5x,
Yeah.
5x plus 5, 16x.
5 plus 6.
Plus 16, then less than 102. So you get like that, you can show you're working like that, you get 2 marks. Now they ask you to solve the inequality. Bring this over down there, and then after that, find out what is x. You understand that one? What is x?
6.
6. Hold on. I have not. You get 112 minus 16, is it?
Yeah.
Minus 16, and then divide by 16. So, okay. So how do you write the answer then? Down here, how you write answer? You write answer x equals to 6.
Yeah.
You must use this sign, this sign.
X equals to
How do you read this?
equal to 6.
X is what?
X equals to less than
Okay.
X is less than equals to 6.
Yes, less than. So can x be 7 or not?
Cannot.
Can x be 5?
Can.
Possible lah. Okay. So now they ask you to find. So this one you must write like that. If you can write like that, 2 marks. Very easy. You get mark. Now find the largest possible value of the triangle. In order to find the largest possible value, you must give the largest possible value of x. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. You try lah. What's the formula for the area? Half.
Half times base times height.
Okay. So you take the base times height times half. But you choose the biggest value of x. What's the biggest value of x?
Biggest value of x 6.
Okay, good. So you substitute and straight away.
Half times 6 times wait, are we using the 6 like the without the x or
no, you must put the biggest value for 6 here. It was for x. Yeah.
12.
12. Too small lah. You take base and height now. Then you tell me the
right.
Base is how much? How was your base?
6. The height is 4.
No. This is our friend sleepy reader lah. 6x is how much? 6x plus 6. Substitute the value for x.
6x plus 6.
No. 6x is 6 times x, right? 6 times 6. Then plus 6. Substitute, put in the value of x.
Oh, 42. So
then what? The height is how much? The height.
42.
The height? This one, the height? Do the bracket first. 6 plus 1 first.
84.
No. 6 plus 1 first.
6 plus 1. 7.
Times 4.
28. So
half times base times height now. Yes.
half times 42 times 28. 588.
Yes. How, okay now?
Yeah.
You want to continue or you want to?
I'm good with anything, but I'm scared for tomorrow.
Okay, so we can see the next one. Graph, alamak. Sorry, the graph question they didn't come out. then the simultaneous you're not going to solve. But you know, you say simultaneous is not covered in your graph, right?
Yeah, it's not.
So map also is not covered. So that's all actually. That's all lah. Because all the rest, this one is an SA1 paper.
Oh,
Unless
alright.
you want to do this one, but how to do online? Unless I give it to you, then you do at home. That's more or less the end of the paper lah. So maybe we
Yeah.
stop here lah.
Alright.
Is it okay? All the best, Ilhan. Okay,
Thank
hopefully you score in your paper and tell your brother I'm very sorry. Good thing,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, he won't mind.
Okay. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.
Alright, bye.